The blood-soaked head bounced past her hiding spot like a forgotten ball in the rain. Azai's heart slammed against her ribs, eyes wide, breath stuck, as the dead man's blank stare locked on hers for one endless second. Behind the boulder, swords crashed like thunder, horses screamed, men begged for mothers they'd never see again. She gripped her new blade, the one Oblon finally forged after months of her begging, whispering to herself, "Not today, voices. Not you." But the whisper turned into a roar inside her head, and she leaped, midair, steel flashing, wondering if this was freedom or just another chain. She landed hard, boots sinking into mud, thick with blood and New York rain. The soldier never saw her coming, her sword, white steel, clean as fresh snow, sliced clean through his neck. His body crumpled like a broken doll, head tumbling away to join the others. Half the battlefield froze. Enemies in black masks, ninjas they called themselves, stared at this girl from nowhere, hair braided tight, skin dark as midnight in New Orleans. Her own side, the village fighters with rusty blades and desperate eyes, glanced quick but kept swinging. No time for shock. Azai spun, blades singing a song she learned in secret caves miles from home. One ninja lunged, too slow. She ducked, twisted, felt the wind of his miss, then drove her point through his chest. Warm spray hit her face. She wiped it off with her sleeve, tasting salt and iron. The fight roared back to life. Horses fell, arrows whistled, groans filled the air like sad music. Azai moved like water, slash, block, step. Every kill made her stomach twist. She hated it. The rush, the power, it pulled at her like a bad friend whispering lies. Mom back in New Orleans would skin her alive if she knew. Training in Kirga Keep, sneaking out at night, begging Oblon for this sword. Tell, that quiet boy at the forge, refused her flat, gave her one look, eyes deep as wells, and said no. A light too similar to mine, the voice echoed now, right beside her. As I whipped around, nothing. Just smoke and dying men. The voices again. They started after her first kill, back home when raiders took her dad's farm. Whispers of doubt, of rage. She shook them off, cut down 2 more. The battle turned. Her side pushed forward, ninjas falling back. Finally, silence, broken only by heavy breaths and whimpers. As I stood, sword dripping, chest burning, the leader of their troop, a tall man named Kale with scars like maps, clapped her shoulder. "Good kill, girl, but those weren't soldiers. Ninjas, shadows with no honor." He split them up then. Samurai don't hunt in packs like lions. We're tigers, alone, deadly. Azai nodded, though her legs shook. She wanted home. Sister Leah laughing in the kitchen, Mom's warm hugs. Not this cold New York mud far from New Orleans streets where jazz played soft and secrets hid easy. But loyalty pulled her here. Rumors of ninjas raiding villages, stealing kids, burning homes. Her people needed her. She wiped her blade clean on a dead ninja's cloak and walked away alone. The village she found was small, tucked between tall stone buildings in old New York, urban shadows where gas lamps flickered like scared eyes. Houses leaned together like old friends, streets narrow and whispering. She pushed into a bar, smell of beer and smoke hitting her like a wave, sat at a corner table, ordered milk. Cold, white, to wash away the red. Through the window she felt eyes, heavy, curious. Not danger, but something warm. The door creaked. In walked a boy. Tall, strong, apron tied loose. Bartender. He came to her table, jug in hand. "Refill?" Azai placed her hand over the mug, shook her head. Tilted toward the window. "Smart boy. Caught you watching." He smiled sheepish, cheeks red under dark skin. Set down the jug, untied his apron, sat across. Name was Umbo, from a village nearby, running the bar for a sick dad. They talked, long into the night, about purpose. Why run from home? As I shared bits. New Orleans heat, family pull, the sword's weight. Umbo listened, eyes soft. Told her about his own chains. Village head's urn, ashes of a leader killed by ninjas. His dad carried the burden, swore to end them. Now it fell to Umbo. She felt it then, a spark. Trust, blooming like a flower in cracked stone, loyalty in his voice, pride in his fight. She fell a little right there, over empty mugs. Glass shattered. Door burst open. Ninjas, 5, black as night, blades out. Azai jumped up, sword drawn. First one charged, she parried, spun, cut his arm deep. Second threw a dart, missed her ear by a hair. She kicked a table, flipped it into the third. But the fourth shot. Gunpowder flash, bullet, burning her side. Pain exploded. She staggered, blood hot down her ribs. The leader grabbed her, bounty on samurai girls, hoisted her like a sack onto his horse outside. Umbo roared, grabbed a lock from the fire pile, swung hard, crack, hit the ninja's head. Didn't knock him out but stunned. The ninja turned, blade raised. Azai, from the horse, threw her dagger straight into the back. He fell face down. Umbo pulled her off the horse, gentle as a brother. Hold on. Carried her to the stream behind the bar. Water cold, materials from his pack, cloth, herbs, patched her up under moonlight. Their hands touched. Eyes met. A moment, quiet, real. I can help, she whispered. With the raiders, your dad's burden. Umbo shook his head. You're soft as I. Hurt bad. She laughed through pain. Test me. Against his warning she stood. Drew sword. They sparred. Slow at first. But Umbo was good. Better than good. Dodged her swings, countered with a stick like a pro. He bested her easy. Disarmed her without sweat. World spun. Blood loss hit hard. She passed out in his arms. Woke on a wagon, bumping over roots. Umbo driving, face worried. Where? To the grift. The wide chasm. Separates our world from the lions, King Kajona's land. Soldiers there to protect from outsiders. We'll get help. Azai sat up slow, side throbbing. Why me? You offered, and I trust you. They rode through urban edges, old New York fading into wild, buildings giving way to trees. Talked more, about regret. Her for leaving home, him for not fighting sooner. Freedom's taste bittersweet. Night fell. They slid into a cave for shelter, rain pounding outside. But shadows moved. Ninjas. 10, circling slow. Ambush. Umbo grabbed bow from the wagon, climbed a tree as fast as a cat. Arrows flew. Thud. Thud. 2 down. Azai stood, sword out, ignoring pain. 3 charged her. She blocked. Slashed. Felt steel bite. 1 got close, knife to her throat. Umbo's arrow took him in the eye. They fought back to back now. Hands touched in the chaos. Hope sparking. Last ninja fell. Silence. Umbo jumped down, hugged her tight. We're tigers together. But the road to Grift twisted. More dangers lurked. Burned wagons, empty camps. King Kajona's soldiers patrolled. Lions they called them, proud and pack strong. But ninjas hit hard. One night scouts found them. Stake your business. Umbo showed the urn. Village heads ashes. Plea for aid. Taken to camp. King Kajona, tall, crown of gold, eyes sharp, listened. Ninjas threatened all. Join us. Azai and Umbo trained with lions. Learned group fights, unlike tiger ways. But tension grew. Azai missed home fierce. Regret gnawed. One dawn, battle call. Ninjas attacking the chasm bridge. Hundreds. Azai on front line, sword ready. Clash. Steel on steel, screams. She cut through. Voices roaring now. Umbo at her side, bow singing. But twist came. A ninja leader unmasked. Face like Tell's, but older. Brother? Umbo gasped. No. Reveal. Umbo's lost uncle. Turned ninja for gold. Betrayal hit like a blade. Uncle laughed. Family means nothing. Power does. Fought Umbo one-on-one. Azai helped, but uncle shot her leg. Pain blinded. Umbo raged, killed him. But cost high. Wound deep. Battle won. But Umbo dying. In her arms, last words. Free now. Go home. Azai cried, heartbreaking. Buried him by the grift. Returned to New Orleans, sword sheathed. Told Mom and Leah everything. Pride mixed with regret. Freedom? Earned in blood, but loyalty lived on. Years passed. Azai taught kids sword ways, but peace first. Whispers faded. One day Tell visited.
Light's different now. She smiled. Yours too. Empowerment punched, chains broken, souls mended.